Have you ever wanted to smack the shit out of people with your firearms? Yeah, me too. Have you ever wanted the unique weapons from New Vegas to come to the Commonwealth? Obviously, it's the best Fallout game. Now, the real question is, do you want to make your game badass as fuck on a weekly basis? Well, you're in the right place. Welcome to Mods Weekly, Episode 10, Fallout 4 Edition. Welcome home. Ever wanted to telefrag someone with a synth? Say hello to your friendly neighborhood jackass with the mod Synthicide by Hopper31. Blow up your friends, your foes, and your hoes.
Then I can use the site to help you.
Oh, trust me, I found you some fucking jet. This will get you high as fuck. High as fuck. This mod adds the ability to place a live synth relay grenade into someone's pocket, which results in killing the person by beaming the synth inside of them, resulting in a gory explosion like you've never seen. It's honestly like popping the ultimate cherry. Blood goes absolutely everywhere. Now, whether it's practical to kill someone with a synth going deep inside them, that's a question you'll have to ask yourself. If you're not looking to blow someone up from the inside out and you just want to beat them to a pulp with firearms that no longer actually fire, then BrokenGuns by M150 is the mod for you. The mod is quite simple. It adds 8 broken guns in total that are used as melee weapons, as well as featuring 4 weapon mods available for all of them. Currently, it adds the broken 10mm pistol, broken 44 pistol, broken combat rifle, broken hunting rifle, broken pipe pistol, broken double barrel shotgun, broken submachine gun, and a broken missile launcher. As for the weapon mods available for each broken weapon, that includes the blade, spike, saw, and stun pack. You'll be able to find the broken weapons on raiders, which is added through scripted level item injection. And as for whether these are viable melee weapons, they're actually quite good for being broken weapons used by raiders. Definitely a cool and immersive mod for Fallout 4. I mean, why wouldn't you try to repurpose your firearm as a melee weapon when it breaks? It is a post-nuclear apocalypse after all. Speaking of the post-nuclear apocalypse, nuclear material doesn't exactly have a shortage in the Commonwealth. Yet Bethesda decided to make it a limited resource by not allowing us to acquire it from the most obvious and annoying source: radioactive barrels. Nukable barrels across the Commonwealth by Grognak the Untouched replaces 1,700 plus radioactive barrels scattered across the Commonwealth with nukable ones, which can also be scrapped for nuclear material, acid, and steel, even after you blow them up and they spread radiation all over the place. I mean, it will be a little less materials than if you left the thing intact, which I would say is probably the smarter move anyway, if you want to keep yourself intact. And hey, if you don't want to keep yourself intact, you could always just craft the newly added nukable barrels in your settlement and end yourself off right now. Now, if you are someone who likes staying intact, like I do, you might want to check out New Vegas Unique's Mega Pack by Captain-Ultima. This weapon pack brings 8 of the Fallout New Vegas unique weapons to Fallout 4, scattering all 8 around the Commonwealth. The pack currently contains the CZ-57 Avenger with 3 barrels, 2 sights, and 1 muzzle, the Cleansing Flame with 2 tanks, 2 barrels, 3 propellant tanks, and 3 nozzles, Esther with 2 launcher types, Default and Merv. We all love the Merv. Holy Frag Grenade, which obviously can't be modified, but why would you want to modify the Holy Frag Grenade? It is holy after all. We've got the AER-14 prototype with 10 capacitors, 8 barrels, 4 stocks, 11 scopes, and 6 muzzles. Pew Pew with an additional 10 capacitors, 2 barrels, 3 grips, 2 sights, and 6 muzzles. We've got the Q35 matter modulator with 10 capacitors, 9 barrels, 5 grips, and 10 scopes. And last, we've got the Spurtlewood 9700 with 10 capacitors, 2 barrels, 2 sights, and 1 muzzle. All of which have a quest leading you to the location. Just be a little prepared. I gotta say, my favorite unique has to either be the CZ-57 or Q35. I'm honestly thinking the Q35 with a scatter mod. I absolutely loved spraying people down with that thing. So you've got yourself some weapons to keep yourself intact, and unfortunately we don't have any new armor mods to assist with that. We do, however, have some armor paint jobs to pimp yourself out before running around the Commonwealth killing some baddies. Gunmetal Armor Skins Pack 1 by Sean Phillips adds various camo and mil-spec colored armor paints to customize the look of Fallout 4's armor. Currently with 5 military spec color options and 7 camo patterns for leather armor, raider armor, combat armor, and synth armors. Honestly, this should have been something in the base game. They really should have expanded the power armor customization to normal armors and weapons as well. Thankfully, we've got Gunmetal Armor Skins Pack 1, which currently contains Crimson Tide, Marine Blue, Monochrome, Patriot, Urban Digital, Woodland, Carbon Fiber, Ice Cube, Black, Desert Tan, Gray, Olive Drab, and White. All of which can be added to your armor at the armor workbench. So if you want to strut around the Commonwealth looking like a sexy motherfucker, but you don't want to paint your armors, you just want to look like fucking Ghost Rider or some shit, Player Shader Effects by shatsnazzle is for you. This mod lets you apply about 55 different fun, shiny things to your character, and yes, those are the words directly from the mod author themselves. Just go to the chemistry station, and under shaders are toggle items for any vanilla shaders. All you do is use one of the toggles and the shader will go on for about 5 hours real time. Use it again and the shader will be removed. Honestly, this mod looks the best when you have visual mods that affect the shaders directly and indirectly. So install them fire mods, install them E and Bs. I suggest that you use Pulse E and B because it's, you know, sexy as fuck. It's what I'm using in this video. Shout out to Pulsar HD Gaming for telling me about their E and B in the comments. I'm absolutely loving it. But hey, I'm getting a little off track here. These shaders honestly look so cool when you're just running around the Commonwealth looking to pick fights with raiders, as it just makes you feel like an absolute god. Now, if only I could use the element of the shader as magical powers as if it's the Elder Scrolls, running around on fire while shooting fire out of my hands, or running around as plasma goo while shooting plasma from my hands. Now that would be a sight to see. And hey, you can even equip multiple shaders at once. I thought that was a pretty fun and cool aspect of this mod, being able to mix and match effects. And even though this mod doesn't have much practical use for gameplay, I found it fun to play around with nonetheless. Now for the last mod of the week. Minutemen Faces Overhaul by SeriouslySarcastic completely revamps the faces of the Minutemen, making them look as tough as they are. I mean, they'll still be waddling around wanting you to help out some more settlements, but at least they'll look tough while acting like dipshits. Honestly, I always hated the way the Minutemen were portrayed by Bethesda. They sounded tough, but didn't look the part. They also didn't seem to have a large presence in the Commonwealth in general. That's probably because a lot of them were killed off, but they didn't even really get that large when you sided with them. So I personally love when mods improve their look and increase their presence. This mod just happens to toughen them up in the facial region. And if you're going to install this mod, I really suggest you install some other Minutemen related mods, such as Militarized Minutemen by Corvalho 1. The reason why this mod is so exciting is because it's only just a preview of a much larger mod that SeriouslySarcastic is working on. Commonwealth Faces Overhaul, which I'm sure will be featured on Mods Weekly when it's released. I love nothing more than an all-in-one overhaul for faces. Fallout character overhaul in New Vegas is a must-have mod for me. So I look forward to covering Commonwealth Faces Overhaul in the future, but that about wraps up this episode of Mods Weekly. I hope you all enjoyed the returning episode after being absent for 10 months. Expect to see Skyrim Special Edition and Fallout New Vegas thrown in the mix very soon. If you enjoyed this video or any of the mods showcased in this episode, please smack that like button down below and subscribe to join the good fight if you haven't already. It would be super greatly appreciated as always. But until next time, this is Epoxy signing off.
Yeah.
He gets ragdolled halfway across the settlement. All he has to say is, yeah.